Hi everyone, welcome back for another video on SDFC. And yes, we have just finished yet another arc, okay, the TOS part 3. And I think that it was terrible, a horrible one. Now, what do you think? I mean that, there have been discussions going on various platforms, and yes, many others, they do agree that it has been a rather horrible arc that we just had, okay? And yeah, share with us, like by commenting, in this comment section down below. Let us know how you feel and then see whether we are on the same page or you think that it has been a good one, that kind of thing. Now, of course, there are pros and cons to it, but then the overall idea behind it has been like most of us, we felt shortchanged, it is not comparable to the previous arcs that we had, and then it seemed like Scopely used this as another way to get even much more money, favoring the big whales out there, that kind of thing, like wanting you to spend much more than you already have, for some of you, that kind of thing. Or for some of you, if you don't spend, you do not have that kind of advantage compared to those who did, so yeah. Now, for me, it was that bad, so much so that I really wanted to entitle this video arc with the F in front of it, but really want to keep this channel, you know kids friendly, even though they might be exposed to it, but then we still want to keep it kids friendly, that kind of thing. So yeah, I guess Scopely did it again. Now, the one thing that got me really agitated about it was this: the ticketed events. Now, there were two in particular, okay, two YouTube creators, okay, who actually made videos sharing on the ticketed events, and they spoke on behalf of Scopely, as they were like representing Scopely, and then sharing with us, like, what the ticketed events were about, and then what was the primary goal and aim for it, okay, why it was introduced in the first place, okay. Now, there were two, in the gist of it, okay, in the whole nutshell, okay, I only understood it as, that there were two main reasons why it was created, or it was introduced in the first place. Number one, you get to choose what kind of event you want to pursue, okay. So same rewards, or on par rewards, okay, but different kind of events, and you get to choose one out of three which you prefer to complete, okay. That's number one. Number two, you get to choose your rewards, okay. Now, I understood it as it has the two sides to it, okay, for each ticketed event, okay. But then, based on the previous arc that we had, yes, we were able to choose what kind of event. But hey, not quite true as well, because out of the three, one was staple, which was the Doomsday Armada, okay. We were offered that consistently, throughout the whole arc, okay. We needed to go and do our Doomsday Armadas daily. It was so boring, it's like forced unto us, okay. So then we are left with two other events, and one out of the other two events that we were left with, one of it was very hard to accomplish, because it's either you need to spend a lot of resources on your buildings, on your researchers, or on your ships. It's like, hey, what happened to the value, or what happened to the being able to select your kind of event? That leaves us with one: hostile grinding, which is also another staple, okay. Every day we got to just hit like that 20 30 of Doomsday Worm, and that's it. There was like no fun in it at all, no excitement other than the skin, the refits, okay. So what? But then the whole event, like the core mechanics to it, is like whack. Okay, out of the 3 ticketed events, one was compulsory, 2 of them were staples, 1 was impossible. I mean, for those of you who do not spend or have decided not to spend on the game, I believe it would be quite impossible for you to complete, one of these 3 events. Okay, so it's like it was bad. It was horrible. And then the rewards. The rewards. Yeah, right. Get to choose what kind of rewards we want. No, because every one of them, they were the same. So, what choice do we have? The anti-protons are the same. Okay? And then you were given neutroniums. That's it. Okay? So, what choice did we have? None. Okay? Now, I feel cheated because we had people speaking, representing Scopely, selling us the ticketed events, how good, how pure and noble it was. It is for us, so to say, okay? But only to realize that, no, it is just another sales gimmick again. Yes, don't you feel so? Because the first time they ran it, it was very good because I feel you get to choose your crystals. It's either gas or ores, and then on top of that, you were also able to get these. Okay, and yes, we have a new event. Yeah, I guess this comes about, every time, an event ended or an arc ended. Okay, so we have this, okay, the Apex Outlaw, and we were given this, okay, the Rogue tokens, Rogue event trophies, and then which translates to this, okay, which you can redeem this in the event store. Okay, this one. Okay, the Apex Research Medals. Okay, now this structure is bad. Now, if you are getting your Rogue trophies, don't get this. Okay, because if you were to compare this to the rewards that they offer in the ticketed events, the first one, okay, in TOS Part 2, that was really good. Because I've gotten like 1,000 plus of Apex Research medals from there. Okay, from there. But if you were to use your hard-earned trophies for this, I don't think you'll be getting a lot, and it's not worth it. Okay, so I personally wouldn't redeem what I have or the trophies that I have on this because I feel personally absolutely not worth it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so yeah, it was a bad arc. TOS Part 3. Okay, now that is one thing that I'd like to get at or get off from my chest on, the previous arc that we had. Now since the event has ended, it is time to spend. Okay, and I thought that it would be nice to just share with you what I have spent or will be spending on for some of you. I'm not sure whether you have taken RevDue's advice to really hold on to your your neutroniums and then spend it at the end of the event, because then you'll be able to see with much more clarity how much you have, and then you will not like having to spend on something because these are left, okay, and so therefore do not want to waste it, so that you are able to fully utilize what you still do have, rather than maximizing it, how you are spending it and what you're redeeming it on. Okay, so let's go to the event store. Okay, the event store. Now my event store will look like this. Okay, it starts here, right? Okay, so I spend some on DuPont. I spend on McKinnon as well. Okay, these two I spend because I like mining, and I feel that they have their worth. Okay, in their abilities, especially McKinnon, because she contributes directly towards isogen mining. And for those of you who have been following my videos, you will also know that I've started a new alliance, okay, Toon the Unknown, and yes, we are pursuing our territories. Okay, in fact 2 or 3 days ago, we have captured our fifth one, and yeah, in a few days time we hope to restructure it a little bit so that it will maximize what we are able to do, okay, and will benefit everyone in the alliance in tune. Okay, now blueprints. Okay, now you would also notice that the Botany Bay is gone. Yes, I've redeemed it. Okay. You also notice that the Discovery is gone. Yes, I've also redeemed it. You also notice that the Charged Nanoprobes pack is gone. Yes, I've redeemed it. And if you haven't and you plan to do so, you are only able to redeem it once. I repeat, you are only able to redeem it once per tier, if not mistaken. Okay. Because what happened, I saved up enough to redeem 3 Charged Nanoprobe packs. Okay, hopefully from the event store. But then I was like disappointed because I was only redeemed it once. Okay, and so therefore my plan to complete or to how to tier up my Vida was actually affected. Okay, abrupted. Okay, that kind of thing. So I couldn't do it. So that's it, okay? So if you're planning to, you can only redeem it once. But then I feel the value from the Charged Nano Probes pack from the event store, it is of good value because of the number of Charged Nanoprobes that you're getting is quite on par to $100 package. Well, of course, that that's not taking into account, the Latinums that you're getting, the RSS as well, that kind of thing. Okay, so there's one. Now, I've also redeemed the Stella. Okay, there are conversations on different platforms as well, and most of them agree that having 2 Stellas is better than 1 because you need to concentrate on scraping one while you can use the other to do your your key farming, that kind of thing. Okay, or even your Eclipse Armada, that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, now the next thing I spent on was on the Enterprise. Okay, now I didn't save up for the Augur because I feel it is still quite far from my reach. Okay, even though I've locked the Federation faction and also the Romulan. Okay, but the Augur is a little bit far from reach because I do not have enough Romulan credits to redeem or to pursue or to draw myself closer towards completing an Augur. But it is in my plan to get it, but it is just not now. Okay, now I have also spent on Uhura because someone shared of this PvP thing that happened between 2 enterprises, and then the one that Uhura on the ship, the enterprise that Uhura was on, it was half the attack power, but then with her on it, it managed to take down another enterprise twice the size. Well, of course, crew matters, but then Uhura, I believe, did contribute to it as well. So I managed to get her to, I think, level 2, that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, I didn't get the rest of these. Now I've gotten a few of these. Okay, I've gotten the uncommon crystals, the uncommon gas. I've gotten a few of it because I'm preparing to get myself the Enterprise. That's one thing, and I have finally I've went on with the cargo upgrade on my Sally. Okay, that put a 1004 uncommon dent to my uncommon grade 3 crystals. Okay, so yeah, I needed to replenish it so that I will still have some left to upgrade my shipyard. Well, I mean, if and when my Enterprise is ready. Okay, when I've collected enough blueprints for the Enterprise. Okay, so yeah, actually, I feel if you are now talking of which, I'm not sure whether you realize this, but I feel that they have dropped or they have lowered the rates or the output from the refinery. Now I'm getting crap rates right now. I didn't tabulate it, but I do know and I do realize based on the numbers that I've been getting in the past that my pools of late is not as good as how it was before. Okay, so even with the prime on crystals and gas, okay, I'm not getting as much as I did before. Okay, so but then if you have primes on this, I believe that you do not need to worry so much on, you know, to stockpile on your crystal should it go like very low, because give it a day or two or maybe three, you get back to, you know, like the 500 range, that kind of thing. So yeah, because 2 pulls a day, if you're getting like 30 on 4 chests total a day, that kind of thing. So give it like a couple of days, maybe 2 to 3 days, you should be getting, well, my math's not really working here because I'm not using Excel or the calculator. So yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that if it gets really low, you don't need to go all panic and go redeem all you can, or you know, you throw in all your neutroniums into, you know, this, okay, because there are many ways to get your uncommons in game. And then oh yeah, it wasn't just based on the refinery alone, because you do get them from events as well, okay. So events, ALBs, SLBs, that kind of thing, they contribute to the replenishing of your your resource storage, okay. So yeah, so I spent some on these two as well. Now the rest I didn't like bother. I didn't even get this, okay, because I feel it's not worth it. Like, you have a limit of 10, okay, so you get 5,000. It's like so what, that kind of thing, okay. So yeah, and yeah, so I didn't. So I'm still left with 425 neutroniums, and I guess I'll never be able to spend that like ever again, okay. So yeah, so I guess that's it. What else I want to talk about? Yes, the Enterprise is near, okay, but I'm not gonna show you how much blueprints I'm standing on or at right now. But yes, it is very near, and when it is ready, or when I can build it, I will make an exclusive video on it, okay, so that I can show you like, you know, how happy I am. Okay, so yeah, other than that, I guess, yeah, that's it. That was how I spent my neutroniums, and I hope that it would have given you an idea, like, you know, what to spend on as well. And yeah, to be even careful, you know, because some of them, like, you know, they do not have this header on top of it, but once you have redeemed it, you might not be able, so your maths might get whacked there, okay. So what you plan for may not be realized, and yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yes, it was a crappy arc that we had, and I hope that in April we have a better one coming our way, okay, because if the arc releases are getting worse, and then if what those two guys promoted or spoke on behalf of Scopely is not like carried on in future, yeah, I think that it's either they also got uh, you know, got caught in the whole Scopely kind of thing, or yeah, I don't know, because I do not see that kind of diversity in the previous arc that we had, okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, do remember to hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to hear more from me, okay, do remember to subscribe to the channel. Consider it, okay. And if you'd like to support me in creating more videos, okay, do also consider to visit my Patreon page as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Live long and prosper, and I wish you all the best in this event as we wait for the next arc to unfold. Okay, so see ya. Bye.